Hello Internet. I know we've had a couple requests for this, so I will be taking you guys through a walking tour of our different rooms. We have 3 different rooms in BSB basement. There's one at the far end of the hall that is our storage room. We have our recording studio, and finally we have our broadcasting room. I'll be taking you through each of these, showing you around and showing you their differences. I know a lot of our alumni usually check these things out, so you can see what's been changing with radio, what stayed the same, etc., etc. As I know a lot of you probably already know, we did get kicked out of our old rooms, so we are now currently residing in BSB basement. There's the stairwell, and we have slowly been making these rooms that were given to us our own, starting with the door. I know our old station had a lot of stickers on the doors, and we've currently been trying to continue that by putting more stickers on said doors. So, welcome to our meeting room. This is usually where we have all of our officer meetings, our club meetings, and a lot of us just come to meet here in general. So I'll just kind of take you around. Over here, as you can see, we have our giant floor-to-ceiling stack of records. We have another stack over on the other side. Moving on, we have our fridge and microwave. We also have some emergency soup, which I know I've partaken in. You'll also see a lot of these racks of CDs around these rooms. They were made by one of our members, Dakota. Dakota, if you're watching this, thank you so much. These racks have really helped out, and we've been able to display a lot of CDs because of you. So following up on these next couple walls, we have sort of our almost a history of WMHD radio on these walls. These are just posters, news clippings, pictures of the old rooms, walls from the old rooms, just different things we have been managing to save and collect over the years. So you might see some of yourselves in here. You might see some old WMHD radio equipment and little paraphernalia. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong word, but just different things that you will probably recognize from your times here at the club and participating in the radio station. So we also, out there, as you can tell, we have a lovely window of, there we go, turn it sideways so you can get more room. A lovely window showing what has been now known as the Scum Lawn, as Scum Pond was filled in. We've got some more old clippings of newspapers, articles, pictures from the old rooms, just different things. This one's actually pretty cool. It's a, let's see here, I gotta remember what it is. This is our broadcasting range. When we used to have a satellite to broadcast with, you could see what our different ranges were, and we could lay them over maps, and so that was pretty neat. We've got some beach balls here just chilling on the floor, and as I like to call our army of computers, these are just different computers we've had over the years that have broken for one reason or another, and we've never gotten rid of them. So maybe one day we'll go through them and try to build a couple new ones from the parts and get some of the data off the old ones. Also, you may have noticed these tables. Some of you may recognize that these tables are actually the doors from the old room. We were able to save them, and Dakota, the person who made our lovely shelves, also made these tables. So we've got about 3 of them in total, one over there, one right here, and then one in this corner. Let's see here. Next up, we have another wall of records and just sort of different articles of, I don't even know what half the time this is, to be honest. Down here we have some old reels. We're not entirely sure what to do with them, but Kevin, our advisor, really wants to use them for something because they're very nice and very cool looking. If any of you guys have some ideas on what we could do with them, let me know. So we have a ton of records. We've got more in the storage down the way. Up here is just a bunch of documents that we've collected over the years, guidebooks, just information, all of it. We have just a general area where we like to play music during meetings. this sound bar. We hook up our phone via Bluetooth, and that's always a fun time. We also have a record player hooked up to it so we can play our records. And then this was actually custom made for us last year, I believe. And it is a record mat, so that's pretty awesome. So around here, this is our main meeting area. I'll just kind of work around the room. We have, again, more CDs. We have our wonderful sleeping couch with Nub Nub on it. I know I've passed out on this thing many a time, long nights, all that. And Nub Nub here is wearing one of our WMHD online radio t-shirts, which is awesome. Let's see here, we actually have an acoustic guitar down by him. We're looking at getting a new one this coming year, so that'll be fun. An old banner, which we are now displaying in the windows. Another one of our doors, again, turned into our table. This is where we mainly meet, is at this table. Dakota also donated a small guitar of hers, which we've been lovingly using. And then also, this is our favorite CD rack shelf. So all of the CDs where we love them and they need to stay, hang out here. So we got some stuff from the Beatles. We've got, let's see here, Chumbawamba right here. I'm sure you guys see a lot more than I'm seeing. I know we've got some Eminem. We've got basically everything. We even have some of Charles Boyd. That is a wonderful man there. So we've got, also, as we continue around, there's a WMHD sign or letters cut out of wood and painted black. We actually made a wall display that is currently in the Union, which has WMHD, our logo, our call letters, all that, just hanging out in the Union, decorated with CDs, and hopefully I can take and post some pictures of those sometime. So over here we have our, I'm going to turn the phone, there we go, now you can see it all, our whiteboard. We use this to plan upcoming events, all that. So you can see a lot of the events we have coming up. We have listed down here. We just had our open house. We also have IMs that we DJ for on Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Graham and Will be up tonight. We even have a new CD from Charles Boyd, so we are hoping to write him a letter to tell him thank you so much for the wonderful music. Over here is our list of sort of whenever anyone says something that's really absurd, they get a tally mark. Over here, again, more CDs. These are some old speakers. I don't believe they work anymore, but they're just too cool to throw out. So that is this room. I will also be posting pictures of this later, and hopefully you guys will see something you like. So now we'll be going into the recording studio, and I'll show you kind of what's going on around here. We actually have someone recording at the moment too, which is pretty awesome, and I will be able to show you what they're doing a little bit. Alright, so starting off, we have all of our equipment on these shelves. We also have more in storage, but this is the stuff we use most frequently. A lot of the stuff up here, I'm not entirely sure what this is, to be honest. A lot of this is our equipment director, Keith. He knows all this. We have a lot of bands come in and use these things during practices. We've got our mics. We've got, let's see here, just regular old power tools for when something breaks. We actually bought a giant pack of drumsticks. We go through these things like paper, or engineering paper. We've got wires down here. We actually hold some of our members' equipment. They like to come down here and play, and so we keep some of their stuff in storage just to make it easier for them too. Over here we have our DJ board. This thing's been getting a lot of love with the IMs and upcoming events. So over here is where a lot of the magic happens. We've got our computer here. We've got an FL Studio on this, and we're hoping to get some more bundles. Will, our webmaster. He's been doing a lot of work with this, producing some great music, coordinating with other people outside of radio to get them to come in, record their music, produce their music with us. Here is our soundboard. A lot of our bands use this just to practice, hear what they sound like. We actually have another band, MMIE, coming in on Wednesday to listen and work with them on that too. So I'm going to kind of peek through the window. We currently have Megan in there. She is recording and practicing for our upcoming spring event. Hopefully I can slip in there for a moment and get some wonderful views in there. So we've also been working on soundproofing it. We still have one wall to do, and the door, as you can tell, there is sound coming in, but it's a lot better. We've soundproofed the ceiling, and we soundproofed most of the wall. Hopefully we can get the rest of that done, and you'll see as we go in. Let's see if I can get us in there real quick. So Megan stepped out for a moment, so now we are able to come in here and check out everything. As you can see, we have this soundproofing literally covering almost every inch of this place. Again, we do have one small wall to grab and the door, but we hopefully will do that soon. And the ceiling here, these are also soundproofed. So down here, you can see some more of our members' equipment. They like to hang out here and, use it, practice, all that. We've got a wonderful keyboard, which is frequently used by a couple of our bands who come in and practice here. We've got our drum kit, which we've had for probably before I've been here, long before that. And it's gone through some wear and tear, but it's still holding up. It's still doing really good, and that's what matters. So as you can see, a lot of different people leave their instruments here just from when they're practicing or in between breaks. We are also storing it for them, which is awesome. You can see a lot of their monitors that they like to also hang out on here. And let me see if I can just get a good view. So this is over here. There's the window to the other room where we can record it. And once we get that soundproofed, the sound quality should be much better, but good news is, just with those few walls and the ceiling done, we have gotten a lot less complaints about noise. Alright, finally we're going to go into the least impressive room, and that is our storage room. So everything that doesn't fit in those other two rooms, we put in this lovely monstrosity. We actually just cleaned it so it looks a lot better than it usually does, which is saying something because it's still piled high with stuff. We've got our main equipment over here, speakers, stands, etc. And then all these boxes are CDs and records, and a little bit of, as you can see up there and in these larger boxes, these are more soundproofing. But most of this is just CDs and records. We don't have any wall space to put them. We really would like some shelving to try and help store all this, but again, it's just hard to find time, budgets, etc. to do that. So right now they're just kind of relaxing in these boxes here, and that's good enough for us. We do have some party lights, but they also don't work. I'm pretty sure that one, if we plugged in now, would start smoking, which is why we don't use them. Maybe one day in the future we will get some budget just to, hang out, use the party lights. That'd be cool. We've got also a lot of different machines. I don't even know what some of this is. But maybe one day someone will come in and know how to fix it up, run us, show us how it works, etc. Alright, and that is our storage room. So I've shown you the 3 rooms we currently have. It's a lot more space. Thank you so much to Rose Holman for giving us this gracious and giant space to work with. We're still making our own, and we're making it wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will also be posting pictures of the broadcasting room and the recording studio probably shortly after this. If there's anything else you guys are looking for, just let me know. Alright, I am more than happy to show everyone how wonderful this place is.